it's Gothy, and updates, because I've waited all week to do them. Um, yeah, so it's been a very busy week. This weekend, Andrew has his robot competition, so it's always the week leading up to his robot competition that gets like insane, and I end up having to do so much more housework and stuff like that because he doesn't have time to help with it. Because it's also because we're coming up to end of financial year in Australia, his work is just like sell everything, and Andrew, you can go to Newcastle and you can go over to here and you can go over to here, and yeah, they're sending him all over the place, so he's doing a lot of overtime and just doesn't have a lot of time to get home and then build the robot and do all that. Like, the robot's mostly done. There's not truthfully much to go on it, but yeah, it's just a very stressful, busy week. But we're getting there. Um, I've had a fairly, I've been busy. There's just lots of housework and that kind of thing. We've got the new fridge inside. It's turned on, and it's running. And we've emptied out the old fridge. We've got to take the old fridge outside, give it a clean, and then whatever we're gonna do with it, we're gonna do with it. We've got a few people who are interested in maybe buying it from us, which is cool. Um, we've still got to empty the chest freezer into the new freezer though. So yeah, it's all a work in progress. It's getting there. I did the fridge myself, but I can't do the chest freezer by myself because it's too deep and my knees, and I'm short too. So Hey. Oh, come here. I just gave you pellets. Oh, hello, baby. Hi. He's been an absolute sook because it's really winter here. We're getting it's not getting super cold where I am, thankfully. Like, we're getting, I think our days are hovering around the 10 to 11 degree mark, and nighttime is hovering between 5 and 2. I think the lowest has been the last couple of days. Um, so it doesn't get super cold here, but cold enough that I can feel it, especially my knees. Yeah. So let's see, done housework this week, placement yesterday, and yesterday I had my first appointment with the job network. Like, my first proper appointment. I met my consultant, who is um a geek in disguise. She likes some geeky things and stuff like that. Um, and one of the guys who works there, like, my appointment was for 3:30. I was running a little bit late, so I didn't get there until 3:40. Because I went straight from placement, but I had to do a few things in between, so that took a bit longer than I'd planned. And then I had to wait for a train and all that sort of stuff. But I ended up staying at the job network until after 5, just sitting there chatting to them because they're all geeks, and like, we were talking about combat robots, and we were talking about the Warcraft movie and video games, and how video games are actually useful as like job skills and all this sort of stuff. And like, I'm actually pleasantly surprised with how well I got along with them. Um, not only that, but like, as I was chatting to the guy and like I was talking about like library work and stuff like that, they're gonna be focusing on trying to get me into a library. Like, they like the youth work stuff and everything, but they're making a call tomorrow, or today actually. They're making a call today to someone that I did my placement with during my library course to see if they can get me a job with that university line. So, like, not even 24 hours with these people, and they're already chasing leads up and stuff, which is sort of scary. And you can see a little paw in the background just here. It's his blankie. I unearthed it because he likes it during winter. It's just a piece of like velvety, sort of fleecy fabric and he loves it. And he's just staring at me while clawing it. Yeah. So he's got a piece of fabric in here, and he's got one in the lounge room too. So because he likes to curl up in front of the heater, so when we put the heater on, I'm putting that down so he doesn't have to lay on the floors because he doesn't like cat beds. So he's just staring at me. It's sort of creepy but sort of cute at the same time. Anyway, so stitching wise, the sun's just gone behind a cloud, so the light's changed. Stitching wise, I'm getting close. So all of these sections in here, or most of them, are for the blended threads, which I haven't done yet. I'm doing those second last, and then beads will be the last step. But I've got the hat to go. And then I've got to do the bow and the strings. There's a little bit of backstitch, and then the blended threads and the beads, and I'm done. Like, it's getting really close to being done. So when I'm finished this, I'm planning to make a couple of new starts. Just because it's been a long time since I've made any new starts, and I keep saying, oh, I'm going to start this, and I'm going to start this, and I haven't. So that's what I'm going to do. The other thing, yesterday I picked up some more Citadel paints for my miniatures. Oh, I didn't bring them in. I got a white base coat last week, so I based my Malifaux models. So those are ready to go. I'm just gonna start painting them. Also picked this up, and it's like I was looking for like a daily habit tracker, and I had a coupon, like a $10 birthday coupon from Kiki K. They're like a stationery company. They do fancy stationery and stuff. So I went in and had a look. They had this on sale for $18. But they also had a stock take sale on. It was like 30% off everything or something like that. So I basically got this for free. And then I got a 3-pack of pens, which are, there's 2 of them there. And I got a 3-pack of pens and this for $3. With, like, combined with the sale and my birthday coupon. So I was pretty happy. But essentially it's just, you know, I'm just going to be writing down what I do each day. So, you know, sometimes there'll be a little bit and sometimes there'll be a lot. I can put down like photos or anything else in here that I want to do, and you know, just yeah. So there's a day where I did a lot. Just because I'm curious to see what my daily habits actually are. And like I'm also making note of like my mood and like any sort of things happening with my schizophrenia, and you know how much sleep I got and that kind of thing, because I want to see if I can notice a pattern or anything, which I probably can't. Like I doubt I'll notice a pattern, but it's still worth a try. But yeah, so that's the thing that I'm doing now. So one of the things I'll put in for today is made the damn video that I was supposed to make on Monday. Yes, so next week, I have to visit a mailbox. Andrew's robot things on Sunday. I've got the dentist on Tuesday because I had to reschedule that. And yeah, that's it at the moment. Yeah, so next week I don't have very many plans. I've got placement on Thursday, which reminds me to add that in. So what's really pissing me off at the moment in regards, not necessarily to placement, but with O10. So they've decided to change the course, which is all well and good. You know, it's perfectly within their right to do that. But they're not changing it for new students. They're changing it for old students, including me. But they're going to take multiple weeks to do so, on top of the multiple weeks that it's already taken. In the meantime, they've said to keep working on certain units because the changes are going to be minimal, but they won't tell us what the changes are going to be, which assessments we should work on, because most of them have 2. And I'm seeing a lot of posts in the Facebook group about people who have done that, where they've done an assessment and then their course has been switched to the new curriculum and they've lost their assessment and they've had to redo it all and like it's changed and stuff. And I don't want to spend my time on an assessment that's not going to count for anything. But what's extra annoying is that I may not get any of my RPL for the new curriculum. So when they finally get around to changing my course over, um, then I have to contact a teacher when they've done that to possibly get my RPL back. And they're saying that I'm going to have to prove that I know the stuff and all this sort of stuff. And it's like, I've done the course. Like, I've done those units exactly in my Cert 4. Like, it's not even a matter of, like, I don't mind having to prove it and stuff. It's just more the annoyance that I'm already more than halfway through. I only had six units left, and those units were placement based. And that's the other thing that's frustrating me, is because they're changing the curriculum. They're not sort of giving me any idea how things are going to change. But they are changing the placement hours from 240 to 100, which is cool because I've already got like 84 hours now. But they haven't told me anything more about how the placement requirements are changing. So I don't know if I'm going to have to find different placement or if I can stay with Panthers and keep doing that one. And I don't know if the assessments are going to be as case management based because they haven't told me. And like, I've sent them emails and asked, and they just say, oh, you just got to wait for the transition, you got to wait for the transition. It's like, this is fucking annoying. Like, really annoying, because they're saying it's going to be another couple of weeks before they transition me over to the new course. And it's just, I just want to get it done. Like, I already hate the fact that it's taken me this long to get the course done, but I was, stuck behind these placement assessments and finding a very specific, very niche type of placement and then doing those assessments. And that's all I had to do left. Like, that's all I had. All the other stuff I'd done, all the stuff that doesn't need placement. It's just, now this, it's just, yeah, it's frustrating. Like, it is incredibly frustrating. I hate waiting for things, and I don't see the point of, like, I honestly don't see the point. So that was 80, that's 82. Yeah, so I've got 84 hours that are done for placement in total so far. But I'm gonna need to know if I need to find more specific placement and stuff like that very soon, because I think there's 2 weeks left of term, possibly 3 weeks left of term. So if I haven't transitioned by that point and I haven't found out more about what I need to be doing for placement, well, it's going to present a big problem, because the placement I'm doing is based around the school terms. So we're going to do 2 or 3 weeks, however much longer it is in the term, and then they're going to be taking on a new group of students. And it's not fair on the kids if I leave halfway through the term or anything like that, like, because they'll get used to me being there and all that sort of thing. So it's just, it's frustrating. I wish they'd just hurry up and get it done so I can do what I need to do, and just, yeah. And there's just not a lot of communication. There's a lot of people who are losing assessments and they're going missing, and, and then they're not counting and all this sort of thing. And it's a mess. And I don't understand why they wouldn't look at people and say, oh, well, you've only done 2 or 3 units, we'll transition you, but you've done 12, we won't transition you. Like, frustrating. Very, very frustrating. And that's basically, it's also like putting my study on a hold, because I can't really do much at the moment. I just don't want to be wasting my time on assessments that aren't gonna matter in a couple weeks, Especially because I have been working on, like, I had one assessment that I could still do, and I'd been working on it for a couple of weeks. It's a very big, very involved assessment, and it may not count for anything now. So I am significantly frustrated. Just looking at my pattern. That one goes there for a row of 2 and then 1. Yeah, so that's what's happening with O10. And it's sort of, I still don't know whether I prefer studying online or studying in person, like in an actual classroom, because both have their issues, as I've seen. Like, studying online is good because if I'm up at 3 o'clock in the morning and I can't sleep, my insomnia is going or whatever, and I'm still feeling really energetic, I can just log on and do some coursework. Until I got to all the placement stuff, and then it was just like, oh, well, I can't do any of this until I find the right type of placement, which was frustrating. And the disability support unit for O10 have been helping me try and find placement, but it's just hard to find that specific type of placement. That's like they wanted stuff that was like case management, but you can't get into case management unless you're doing the degree and doing the placement for them. As I found out, because they won't take TAFE students or O10 students. They'll only take uni students, which is frustrating. Um, and yeah, like I could probably, make put some shit together and make something up, but it won't be the same. Like it won't be as good as actual case management. But we'll see what happens. Like it's just waiting. I hate fucking waiting for shit. Yeah, I've been doing the course, I've been doing the assessments, and now I've got to wait more weeks to be able to finish it. It's just. I may even have to just start from scratch again, too. Like, if they don't approve my RPL, I'm just gonna have to fucking start again and do the entire course again. Which, part of me, like, there is a part of me that is just, like, tempted to just quit and just go to TAFE. But I've already put so much time into this that I know I shouldn't. It's better to just finish it and be done with it, but the idea of having to start from scratch again just really fucking bugs me. Although I'm really hoping they get rid of some of the assessments that were like they had like some roleplay ones where you'd have to like record yourself talking to another person. Like so you have to have someone come in and do them with you. Record them, burn them on a CD and then send it in to them. Which yeah. But there were like 4 of them. Like it wasn't just 1 or 2, there was 4. So I would have had to do that 4 times. And yeah, I don't know. I was not looking forward to doing those ones. That was going to be annoying. But yeah, that's what's going on with TAFE O10. And yes, so we'll see what happens with that. Hopefully it gets sorted sooner rather than later because it's just frustrating. Like, it's super fucking frustrating. I just want to be able to get it done. And, yeah. So, what else is happening? I've treated myself to a new colouring book. And it's a BDSM colouring book. I've had my eye on it for a while. And Booktopia were doing their free shipping thing, and I was just like, oh, screw it, I'll just get it. Because it was down in price on their website too, so I was just like, yeah, fuck it, I'm getting that. What else? They're over there though. I got some more Johanna Basford comic canvases last week. They're on like a lay-by thing, so they didn't cost me much at all anyway. They were like $6 each, which was really cool. I might have shown them off already. I don't even know. Other than that, I don't really have any stash. Like the only thing I've bought the last couple of days are these paints. So I got a Grelin Earth and Armageddon Dunes, and they're technical paints. They're texture paints. So this one, the Grelin Earth, will dry and it'll crack as it dries, so it'll look like cracked ground. And this one apparently dries as like sand, so it'll have like a texture and stuff to it. And those are for like basing models, so for like where they stand. Then I grabbed 2 purples because I didn't have any purples. I'm slowly building my collection of paints. And then I got some blood for the blood god, and it's another technical paint, and it's just like a glossy sort of blood color. Oh, some of them are really hard to open. Oh, so it looks really murky. That's because it's not really shaken up or anything. I'm not going to put it up to the camera, never mind. But yeah. So, because I figured, because the two nurses in the Malifaux ones are zombies. So, I need to zombify them up with blood. Plus, you know, her big needle that's behind her head is supposed to be full of blood, so I figure the blood will help. And yeah, I'm looking forward to actually getting these started. So they're based and everything now, which is awesome. I still love the zombie chihuahua. It's holding a little hand. Yeah. So I've got those to do. I've got my other Warhammer ones to do, which I might even start today. We'll see how I go. I want to play some Heroes of the Storm today because Season 1 is ending, and I want to try and get up to at least Platinum or Master. We'll see how I go. And this weekend there's a double experience bonus in Overwatch, so I'll be playing some Overwatch this weekend as well. And yeah, this weekend will probably just be staying home, chilling out, helping Andrew where I can, which is pretty much just make sure he eats, because when he gets distracted with all these robot stuff, he forgets to eat. So that'll be a thing that I do. And that's it, pretty much. And next week will probably just be more catching up on housework and all the same sort of thing. And doing job hunting and stitching. I'm really hoping to get this finished soon. Like, it's looking good. I'm really loving the blending. Like, it doesn't look as nice on camera, but yeah, in real life, like, the blending is really nice. So yes, it will be finished maybe this weekend, depending on how much I do, because I'll stitch in between Heroes of the Storm matches and Overwatch matches and all that sort of thing. So yeah, just making sure there wasn't anything else I got. So I swear there's something I'm forgetting. There always is, but I can't think of anything, and the lighting keeps changing. So I'm gonna go and upload this, do the dishes while this is uploading, and then do some gaming. So I will see you guys later. Bye.